You know, taking a week or taking 2 weeks off feels like a lifetime. Y'all taking that little 2 week off feels like a lifetime. I, I can't even tell you. But wow, we are going live general access tonight. One night only. One night only. Because after tonight, all of my Euphoria dissections will be on patreon.com/JustLatasha. Monday night, 6 p.m. EST, live stream. Yeah, I know we done tore Insecure up. You heard? We tore Insecure up. Okay, and that finale dissection with me and my VIP patrons was next level top tier. What an incredible experience. Shout out to everybody who came through. Shout out to what's his name? His name is Mark, but black homo, black angry homo on social media. That name cracks me up. And of course, Adrian Expression, who came on, and all of my VIP patrons who were there. Thank you so much for your time. Welcome to a dissection. What is a dissection? Because I typed in Euphoria season 2 recap review, and I'm seeing her. A dissection is film and feelings. We feel things up in this room. We be getting emotional as hell. I be getting emotional as hell, but I encourage you to get emotional with me because stories are so beautiful. They are all quite so beautiful. So I just want to give my just due to the writers, to the director, about expanding the story against the visuals of the film. So that's a dissection. We will go through the entire episode tonight, jam packed, heavy subject matter. Whose high school is that? Raise your hand if your high school was bumping the way to. I don't know where y'all went to high school, but it's a no for me, dog. What? Excuse me? Follow me on all social media. I am JustLatasha on Instagram, JustLatasha404 on Twitter. Hello, welcome to the room. Happy New Year. I'm doing new styles, trying new colors, expanding, growing, being me, feeling my zhuzh. Y'all hear me? Ew, Yankee. Okay, let's see who we got in the room. Hello, Mosley. Hello. Hey, niece. Go, niece. Hi, Keith. How are you? Thank you, guys. Oh, silent. Wasn't them kids was getting into trouble. My guys, Siege and OG, Khaled and OG. Thank you so much. I see y'all. Hey, Leslie, what's going on? I see y'all. Yes. Hey, Maja. Hey, Rose. I see ya. Belkis. I see you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the dissection. Let's have some fun tonight. We're going live on YouTube, general access, general admission, and all the episodes, all the live shows will be on Patreon only. So I'm super excited. Let's see who's watching Euphoria season 2. So the title alone for a premiere is giving this all day, every day. The title alone for a premiere really set the tone stupendously. And I'm going to get into it. The title is called Trying to Get into Heaven Before They Close the Door. And every single thing after that was curated by this theme of heaven, hell, gods, the angels, the devil. We know who that is. Okay, so we're going to break down all of that tonight. Shout out to Zendaya, who is the executive producer this season. I mean, stepping the cookies up before they crumble. My God, Zendaya. Oh, damn. Okay. Also want to give some context to the show because I do like to watch the after show as well. Writer creator Sam Levinson said that if season 1 were the 2 a.m. party, season 2 is the party at 5 a.m. when y'all should have left a long time ago. I don't know what it means, but it gets the people going. Oh, I'm excited. We should have went home. Is what the creator writer said. We should have went home. Wow. The director of photography, Marcel Rev, says that season 1 was tackled in the style of being in the moment, being present. And season 2 is supposed to feel like this memory, moments past. What does it all mean? Oh my gosh. And of course, no one could miss the beautiful film texture. Kodak, the photography heaven, okay? Specifically opened a department in their factory to remake Ectochrome, which is a film that went out of production. Something's on my mouth and I can't find it. Okay, I think that was it. Ectochrome is a film that they stopped production, and specifically for HBO's Euphoria season 2, they made it again to film the entire series. Now, if y'all follow me on Twitter, I was like, Atlanta started a wave. I'm sorry. I'm giving this hands down to Atlanta on FX, that film texture for a TV series. Now, Euphoria stepped it up a notch. They elevated, but this is Atlanta's doing. For this side of the generation, film on TV, that's Atlanta's doing. And let's not skip that, okay? And I ain't saying that because I'm trying to get in that room. I'm trying to get in that writer's room. I think my moment's passed. Season 3 and 4 is already written. It's done. You know what I mean? What's up, Asia? Yeah. Oh, yes. For the ship, because I thought you said friendship. I said that ain't no friendship. It's not giving roommates, it's giving we go together. We like it. Hello, DJ. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so in the theme and the title, right? Trying to get to heaven before they close the door. We are looking at themes of cycles, completed cycles. We're looking at lineage. We're looking at duality. Duality is going to be a big thing tonight, right? And of course, this season is opening up with the character backstory of Fezco. So we can ask as we jump in tonight, can you try to get into heaven when hell is calling your name? It's a battle of spirits, the battle of the soul, it's a battle of morals, all of that, right? Whole lot of dick. I'm just gonna say it's a whole lot of dick in this episode. Now we done seen about 4 full frontals, and we could have stopped that one, but okay. Whole lot of dick. But we start with this opening shot. Fezco's grandma was a motherfucking G. Fezco's grandma was a motherfucking G. And as we look at one of the opening shots, we do not see her face. No face equals no identity. We are to discover who she is. And in season 1, she was an old lady laying up in the bed. Fez washing her down, taking care of her. We have no idea who she is. So for her to get a backstory, we are talking about lineage. Why would Fezco be the man that he is today, being raised by this woman? Now, as bad as she was, a woman who was a drug dealer, she took care of her family at all costs. She protected her family at all costs. And in this moment, she walks into a strip club, finds Fez's father, and shoots him for abusing Fez. And the back of the blue, so a woman could do something like that while the back of her blazer reads, God's word, God's will. What kind of woman who follows God goes into a club to shoot a man? Now, if we're thinking of the theme of heaven and hell and getting real biblical with it, we got to look at God's will compared with those red eyes on the wall. Now, I think these red eyes on the wall are supposed to double as angel wings. So if we're having the battle between heaven and hell, right? We're having the battle between heaven and hell. We're also having another conversation. Well, how does that affect who you are? Which I believe is represented by her blonde hair, the yellow. Who are you? Versus who do you need to be? I believe that's represented by blue. Plus the identity that hell demands of you. So who are you today? Who are you trying to be in your best path? But who does hell call you to be? And what is that conversation between those identities? That's the conversation I think I'm having here tonight. Or that's the conversation I think this show is having, but that's the conversation I'm going to have here tonight, is what I want to say. So we watch gangsta-ass grandma walk directly into war. Do angels do bad things? using good intentions. I gotta protect my baby. I gotta protect me. Okay. And so we have this sort of lineage, right? And we can see it represented kind of with the gold, right? The identity. Who are you? This gold, this yellow, who are you? So as she's touching little Fezco's face, we see her gold nails matching his gold chain, and sort of this conversation between the two. What are you handing Fez? What do you give to him? And you remember that I know somebody in here knows it. That famous picture with God touching the angel. It was a lot of that in this episode premiere. It was a lot of that, right? Passing down the Heavenly Father to the Son, something sort of like that. So I thought it was really cool. And even if you're looking at this episode, there's a lot of visual images pointing to the duality. There's a lot of people represented with this heavy shadow right behind them, a lot of mirror reflection showing, you know, the two sides of everything, and those mirroring symbolisms to the dark and the light, right? Who do you have to be? Who are you trying to be? Where is hell pulling you to be? All of that. Also, I want to show this real quick too. I think it's a gag that he also picked up his father's lineage, because this strip club symbol with the lady with the legs up also can kind of represent these hellish angel wings that grandma also had too, right? Sort of these hellish angel wings. So I thought it was really cool. And thinking of Fez's father's lineage, I want to put a pin in that. I definitely want to come to, and I'll be back to it real quick, right? So grandma beats up the man who robbed her with a crowbar, hitting Fez in the head, which, correct me if I'm wrong, which I know y'all will, does that represent why he has this slowed speech? Was that the backstory to his slowed speech, that crowbar in the head? Because I thought this whole time, I feel like Rue's character in season 1 was kind of pointing to the fact that he's not smart. He's a little, you know, he doesn't mentally keep up with the rest of them. But I didn't know if that was confirmed or if that was just a part of, I thought it was his scar. He is smart, but particularly something, hey Christine, particularly something in his speech. I don't know if that was an effect, because he didn't quite have that slow speech as a child. He was conversing. Y'all are saying yes. I thought, I was thinking maybe that's the backstory for the way he speaks now, because he as an adult and he as a child do not speak the same. But that being said, Fez picks up the family business, and this was easily one of my favorite shots. The angel. Fez, the angel. Ah, whoo, chosen one. I might get me a short white king. Daddy said leave the bad boys alone, but I might get me a short white king who be selling drugs down to the suburbs, down to the bodega. All right, let's keep going. So we are talking about the duality, the conversation between heaven and hell, the duality of your character. And I thought it was really interesting because as Fez loses his drug dealing grandma, he picks up a drug addict sister, creating sort of this new family, right? And when Rue's opening line is Fezco's grandma was a motherfucking G, she comes out of this dangerous experience celebrating this woman, this older woman in this situation, saying that lady, she was a motherfucking gangster. That mirrored dialogue, right? Because Fez's grandma was that G, and right now this woman who we're getting to know is a motherfucking gangster too. Losing his grandmother, gaining whoever this woman is. And so Rue asks, how many female drug dealers do you know? One. Grandma. Okay, because I thought this was funny. So also, speaking of all this mirroring, when did Fez pick up his daddy's lineage? His father managed a strip club, leaving Fez to have to strip to deal drugs. Is you doing the stripping? Fez, you doing the stripping now? Fez, are you doing the stripping now? Thank you, Tariq. Welcome to the room. I ain't seen you in a minute. Thank you, Simone. Uh-oh. We thirsting for Fez up in the comments. We thirsting for Fez up in the comments. Oh, thank you. You guys, you know I do it. You know I do it, right? You know I do it. Niece says the duality of Fez and his grandmother taking Rue under his wing and calling Ashtray his partner like she called him his partner. Exactly. And this episode was filled with so much mirrored dialogue, so much mirrored visuals, so much like mirrored subtext that all of it keeps solving itself, which I think is delicious for a dissection. I was eating today. So back to our conversation between heaven and between hell when Fez says, that's my family. Now, heaven would be both for Rue is both heaven and hell for Fez. Is he trying to save her, to forgive himself for the way he can't save his grandmother? Is that really his attachment to Rue, right? A mirrored idea. Is Rue trying to kill herself in an uncontrolled way, the way something uncontrollable killed her father? Would death be Rue's heaven? Just asking questions, just putting it all together, just drawing the story out, right? Would death be her heaven? Because I don't know what y'all was watching last night, but what I was watching last night, Rue was on something we ain't never seen before, dog. All season 1, she might do a little hit or two. Last night, she was wilding. Like, Rue, you're wilding, baby. It's episode 1. I follow Agent Expressions on Twitter, too. And he was so funny last night. He was like, Rue, baby, sweetheart, it's episode 1. Mama, it's episode 1. Rue, baby. All the question last season is Rue trying to kill herself. Tonight I believe it. Like, are you okay? Are you okay? And even loving the structure of the way these two are shot, the high versus the below. If Fez is in hell, where is Rue? Let's hold on to that thought. Where is Rue? So more duality. If Fez sells drugs to take care of his sick and dying family member, Rue is using drugs to heal from her sick and deceased family member. And that's how this really bad thing can either cause heaven or cause hell, depending on who has access to it and why, right? But the thing that was really special about this particular moment is that we know, Rue knows, that she is hella untrustworthy. We can't trust her. Can you trust someone who is addicted to drugs? Can you trust an addict? Because they're often known to betray their loved ones when they have that craving, right? When they need that hit so bad. We watched Rue do this to him last season. You brain dead dropout. You did this to me. Open the door. Iconic scene. My body will not move past that scene ever. Wow. She betrayed him last season and said the worst possible thing she could just for the hope that he'd open the door so she can get her drugs. And that's what they do. So the fact that he's looking at her with this sort of grace and love and forgiveness. Who moved like that? Down to the Bible. Who moved like that? Right? And when he tells this older woman, I trust her with my life, I don't know if you noticed, Rue couldn't even look at him. That's when she turned her head. She couldn't look at him. You know what I mean? Oh, we gonna get there. Hi, Adrian. Welcome to the room. I was just talking about you. The high versus the low. And also, like, Rue is behind bars in the kitchen. Like, Fez is trying to keep her hidden, safe from the world, plus the world of drugs that he's in. He's trying so hard to, but she's not even supposed to be inside the house. You were supposed to sit in the car, like I said. Okay. You were supposed to sit in the car, like I said. How was you even here? All right. How was you even here? You can trust a non-recovering addict to put their fix above everything. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were giving grace too. I was like, okay, this is a nice different opinion. You can trust a non-recovering addict to put their fix above everything else. That's what you can trust. Got you. Got you. Asia says, I went through this with a fan member recently. They aren't themselves anymore. Can't trust them. And that's just unfortunate facts, you know? That's just really unfortunate facts. But we can learn something from Fez. We can be Fezchins. That was terrible. That was terrible. Delete. Forget I said that. That was terrible. Let's get into Rue and Jules. Can Rue get to heaven? This separation from Jules, literally putting them in hell. And we have the color white here that I would like to discuss. But this red on Jules and the girls, the fact that they're separated is hell in itself, right? So white, and we saw a lot of white represented in the drugs and all that powder they shuffling and dealing all around these suburbs, right? What serves as a salvation for Fez, this ability to care for his sick grandmother, is serving also as Rue's ultimate euphoria. This white is representative of that euphoria, of that heaven. This season totally changed the color theme of last season. Because season 1, euphoria colors were that purple, blue, starry night galaxy color theme. And when you saw that beautiful coloring, that's when the characters were at their utmost happiness. But this season, it was like, you might as well scratch that. White represents that euphoric, happy space. So we're always trying to get into that color, right? And of course, as we saw, Rue was up high, covered in that bright white spotlight, while Jules is down below, covered in that red. But as they move to the house and they keep missing each other, they actually play with levels. Sometimes Rue was on the ground scurrying like a little rat, and Jules is walking versus Rue sitting versus Jules standing, and they're always kind of just missing each other. Now, I came here to beat his ass, and his ass in particular. This fucking guy, this dark angel himself, those lights representing these false angel wings. And this is something that we're going to see often with a lot of the characters as well tonight. These false angel wings. Because that man is hell itself. In this scene, when we first see Nate in the episode, he has this red Budweiser case. We saw the red first, that hell first. Then we saw this false angel. And as he wraps up his transaction, it's that red Budweiser again, ending with hell. That's his cycle. Hell on wheels, quite literally. Even when he goes out to meet Cassie, the first thing he does is hands her that beer, that red beer, quite literally handing her hell. And notice something in their conversation. He's a psychopath, a sociopath, and I hate him. Okay, he appears to be conversing with her. Hey, where you been? What's up with your Nate? What's up with Mckay? You guys still together? But listen to how dead his voice is. There is no emotion. There's no interest. There's no attachment whatsoever. It's almost like he's interviewing her just to find her vulnerability and her wound to use it, which is exactly what he does. And it's almost too easy because Cassie is arriving already in her own hell. And she says to him, I hate making mistakes and not learning from him. And what does he do? He makes sure. Nate made sure not only would she make a mistake, but she would make the biggest mistake by sleeping with him, threatening the friendship that she really values with Maddy. Now, Cassie, you did this too. You're very much a part of this. You was acting up in that car. But he made sure to curate that experience for her and slept with her somewhere Maddy would be. Now, I know y'all get down to the back seat, getting that car rumping and shaking. Ain't no way I couldn't do it in the backwoods outside the house, then go inside. Y'all made sure, Nate made sure to put her in that position. Also, he does something that he's a sociopath. He also does something that manipulates her emotions. He did that thing that he's driving really fast while he's drinking, you know, that hell beer. He's driving really fast, creating and feeding off of her fear. So if you notice, he's in sort of this black and white, because in this fast driving while drinking and driving, doing all that, he's going to be the salvation and the danger at the same time. He's the salvation and the danger at the same time. And this in itself causes emotional confusion. This is what a lot of manipulative men do in romantic situations. They harm and abuse, and then they love bomb. And they keep you in that state of confusion. They keep you in that. So this is particularly what's happening. So while Cassie is already drunk and emotionally vulnerable, and he's causing this emotional confusion, this curates her being more into sleeping with him, right? And actually, the sex happened visually before they actually touched each other. It actually happened in the car, which I thought was really cool, because Nate drinks the beer. Cassie, in this sort of phallic way, has the beer between her legs. And when Nate hits a speed bump, the beer splashes on her in her crotch. And she's, I'm all wet. These is kids. But Cassie, you were going somewhere that you had no idea, because you were Nate's target for the night. You weren't his interest. You weren't his lust. You were his target. Point blank, period. He's coming to cause hell. That's the top and the bottom. Okay? So I also noticed that Cassie is in the same colors as Fez's grandmother, with that she's wearing all blue, and she has this yellow blonde hair. Blonde is supposed to represent yellow. So what I believe for Cassie is that the blue, she's trying to do good. She's trying to be this person, but who she is, yellow, is sort of this confused young girl who doesn't quite know how to equip and own her sexuality. And that confusion with her own identity brings her right into hell, because her sexuality is always out of her own control. Always. On the lowest of keys. On the lowest of keys. Maddy and Nate is the goddamn same. And Nate puts Cassie right in between them both. This is intentional. But Maddy looked just like Nate, the way we just saw him, right? Oh, y'all are made for each other, because y'all are crazy. Y'all are made for each other. What are we even doing here? Y'all are made for each other. Nate is a full-on narcissist. He's terrible, y'all. He's terrible. Hey, Simone, I was so scared they was going to crash. I hope not. And you know what's really interesting is that in the original pilot, which I read, because I'm a screenwriter, Nate actually dies. Season 1, episode 1 in the original pilot. Nate is not even supposed to be here. So the fact that his character turns into all this and threatens death for everyone else, I was like, oh my God. I needed that card to flip over 11 times. Word. He said he definitely wanted drama. Could have came back to get Cassie in the bathroom, but instead he waited to see what would happen. Curated the drama, all of it. Who the messiest bitch you know? It's a man, isn't it? Harper, who's this man? Now, I'm older. I can't keep up with the kids. I don't know what y'all talking about, who y'all listening to. Apparently, that's Little Meech, rapper, actor, maybe just actor. Poppin'. I love him. And I'm excited to get to know him. I'm happy he's here. I'm happy the blacks are in the room. I'm happy the blacks have infiltrated Euphoria. Even the biracial. I'll take a biracial black. Put another biracial black in it. Sure. We'll take it. Give me what you got, right? But y'all, this is concerning. Travis. And I was telling you about that duality, these reflections, these mirror images, right? Who is he? Because he's faking the funk about something. And he in there with that red shirt on, smoking, putting fire to his mouth. He's going to be somebody's worst nightmare, but I don't know who. Is it going to be Nate's? Is it going to be Maddy's? I feel like he's coming in with danger because he's too cool. You know what I mean? Looking like a devil, but being the God of consent. Let's get into that. Let's wake that up. The God of consent. Can I kiss you, baby? See, y'all act like consent is wet. It really ain't if you that dude or that woman or that person. It really ain't if you're that person. Consent is not whack if you're that person. Can I kiss you, baby? No. Now we don't have Maddy struggling and fighting it and creating a report down to the sink because he asked, and he acts good. He acts good. I also love this little guy. I love him. Is it Eli? Do we have another Elijah HBO? Is it Eli? Was it Elijah? Love him. Okay. Love him. But we got the color white. They are in this white room getting high as a kite together. Rue found a friend for what looks to be her heaven. Because what we learned in season 1 about this high and why it satisfies and satiates Rue down to the bone. She loves that space of nothingness, riding right on the line of death, where she can't breathe, she can't think, and her mind is quiet just for that second. That's what the high is solving all the time. And as we're watching her possibly OD yet again, this cardiac arrest that's going on, the fact that she knew it and the fact that she knew how to stop it. Addict much? Whoa, guy. Rue, mama, please. Wow. As we're watching her ride this very thin line of death, she has someone, that godly touch, right? She has this sort of angel to save her. Bring him back to life, save me. Call my name. Don't do it. I was playing my white music all week. It was real nice. It was real nice. But what I think is happening here is that Rue is absolutely misappropriating where her heaven is. You're trying to find life in a space that killed you? It's not going to happen. Not here, not now. It's not going to happen. So we have Rue thinking drugs are the solve, thinking this friend to help her do drugs and not judge her is it. Thinking she's possibly filling that void of her and Jules' separation. But at what cost? What cost? Even here, Eli ends the scene and says, Jesus Christ, I'm not sure it's a good thing we met. You're looking for heaven in the wrong places, baby. Baby, you're 0 for 2 tonight, alone with the death cosplay. You're 0 for 2 tonight. What is going on with you? That's 2 big moments tonight, mama. We need to get it together. We was like, oh yeah, just give me some Addy for my heart attack. No biggie. Elliot is his name. Thank you. I was like, Ellie something. Can we talk about how Rue lied to Elliot, telling him they were on the same level? She was full of it tonight. She was full of it. Adrian, baby, we on the same page. We on the same page. I thought this too. So if we're looking at duality and mirror images, Rue doesn't need these reflections and these shadows. She has literally met herself, I think. But she's far beyond where he right now is willing to go or is, but we don't know his extent or his boundary yet. He might be just getting started. We don't know. But Rue might have very physically met herself. So can this be a heaven or a hell? We got to ask. There was a certain moment right in the middle of the episode, the midpoint, where Nate is sort of standing right in the middle of the party and taking a look at who's on the list, right? Who's on the list? And if we're having this like very religious conversation, if we're having this sort of heaven and hell theme and this idea, it felt like Nate was kind of at a cross, right? It felt like very like this. Now, you know me, I like to reach. I like to draw and put ideas together, because if you're going to do a theme, let's do the theme. The way Nate was standing in the middle of that room and doing them 3 points, I was like, wow. Wow. Let's talk about Lexi. Lexi was peeping everything too. She's connecting the dots, very observant, and we need her because everybody's like not based in reality right now. Lexi's the only one that's like, I read books and y'all are wilding. I read books and y'all are wilding. Okay, so let's talk about Lexi, because y'all, I like it. This is cute. If it wasn't hell on fire, but I like it. This is cute. Okay. Let's look at the colors. We have black on Fez, of course, discussing his duality, because as we're watching him flirt and be soft and romantic and interested in a girl, he's bringing love and death. He's bringing heaven and hell. He is very much doing both, and we love characters like that. That anti-hero, that real good bad guy, the nigga we asking y'all to be, the wigger we asking y'all to be. Go be hell outside and be heaven in this house. Y'all doing it backwards. Let's talk about Lexi. Lexi in yellow and red, because yellow, Lexi has always been herself. The thing is, this red is that she's always vastly rejected in her friendship, in her family, in romance and love, and of course with herself. She's always herself, but that presentation of being who she actually is constantly like shunned by everyone around her, and like she's just not cool and she hides, right? And so Fez is bringing this moment to her where she's being confirmed in a way that she has never experienced. And that's dangerous for young girls, because my parents told me these boys, they're going to be sniffing you out. They're going to be trying to get, they're going to say whatever. They're going to call you pretty. They love you. They're going to take care of you. They're your man. They'll tell you anything. They'll confirm you. So that's a dangerous place to be, especially for a young girl who doesn't know herself yet, or who doesn't accept and stand in herself yet. Now, I don't believe Fez is going to do that to her, but just in a general discourse, that's such a dangerous place for young girls to be. And so we have this angel who does very hellish things, Fez, and Lexi, this great person who doesn't believe in God. Oh, y'all showed off. Y'all showed off. Y'all really showed off. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, what is y'all down here talking about? What is we talking about? Zylan says, I just want them to be friends. Fez being in his 20s ain't sitting well in my soul, but I'm not a romantic like that. I'm actually confused on Fez's age. Is he older, or does he just not go to school? Is he in his 20s? You're 20? Is he in his 20s? Let me see what's going on in this chat. I loved the warmth of this set. This set design was crazy. Rose said, Lexi's me, dropping random historical knowledge down to the function. Oh, you too? And another thing, people be sick of me, child. But Lexi really left her drunk sister on the side of the road and then asked everybody and their mama where her sister's at. Like, you were with her last? Very good point. Very good point. Nevertheless, she was the anchor in this midst of chaos. And Paige has said he is 20 and he don't go to school. First of all, shout out to Paige, is another screenwriter we met in Black Film Space. You're dope. Thank you for being here. That's really nice. Dang, he's 20. Oh my God. Yeah, that's kind of gross, dog. That's kind of gross. That's kind of gross. Moving on. Cause I still stand. I'm sorry. He don't do right, but he do wrong so good. Okay. So we have the lovers finally meeting, confirming their separation is absolute hell. Absolutely. And as these two are finally meeting, we have Cassie's voice overlaying the scene. I just felt like we were in two different places. Rue in this moment is unable to admit her love for Jules and her desire for them to be together. And she also denies the extent of her use of drugs. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the first time Rue has lied to Jules. And I'm wondering if that's in the chase of her love. Like, you got on that train and you left me because you know I'm a mess. But look, I ain't that much of a mess. I'm just a little mad at you right now. You a mess, mama. And she can see it. That's the thing about being high. You think you look regular, but you in the function wilding out, eyes rolling in the back of your head, talking slow. You just, I'm good. You're not good. We can see. That ain't weed in your eyes. That's something a little stronger. Okay. And what I thought was really cool, that while Jules is sort of chasing this hell with Rue, while they're trying to close the gap of this hell with Rue, she said Kat and her boyfriend are weird and disgusting. Meanwhile, the whole time, they're the healthiest relationship of them all. So I thought it was really cool because this, this reflection of this lamp representing the angel wings, even though they're dressed in black, but they're actually the healthiest relationship of them all, right? Looking at these angel wings on this beautiful couple, because y'all wish y'all could. Y'all really wish y'all could get to their level on God. But I got to get into this guy. I really got to get into this guy. Let's talk about Cassie and Mckay. Because I feel like the couples mirror each other. So Rue finds this new kid, Elliot, which seems to be her mirror. Maddy and Nate are the same exact person. And so now I'm really looking at Cassie and Mckay like, y'all got the same problem. Y'all are both in between your identities, right? When it comes to Mckay, he is afraid to move forward. You're in college, but you came back down to the high school function. Where are your friends? Where's your new life? He's still so attached to this place. Are you afraid to move forward and you're just comfortable and you're the big guy here, so you're latching on to something? Versus Cassie, who admits in this scene that she doesn't know if she's a good person. She is literally an angel in hell, right? Sitting on that red bed, the way she was sitting on that curb, drinking that red beer. An angel in hell. She doesn't know if she's a good person. And right then and there, this conversation is incomplete. Mckay has had enough. They don't talk about anything. They don't have closure. He doesn't try to understand her. He pieces out. And if you look at these visuals, each one is missing an angel wing. They could complete each other, but really they need to complete themselves. Each one is missing that side. They're questioning themselves, right? And in the scene, Mckay exits from the light of this room into the darkness of the party. Are we loading savage mode? Mckay ready to go ham? Are we loading savage mode? Not on my girl Cassie, we're not. And Mckay heads right into the devil's lair, Nate taunting him, using what he knows is Mckay's ultimate insecurity. Cassie's sexuality, which is her own biggest insecurity. They mirror each other. So now they both got to fight this devil who knows both of their biggest wounds. I hate Nate so much. I hate Nate so much. Y'all don't understand. But Nate's sexual tension towards Mckay was a whole lot. I think I was so grossed out by the dialogue alone, because I know that they're supposed to be 15, 16, 17. I was like, and he kept saying it. He kept asking, he kept leaning over him. But we know that Nate is secretly queer, like his daddy, who's Nate's mirror, like his daddy. So all that pressure on Mckay, who was that actually for? Who was that actually for? CJ says, yes, they're both unsure of who they are, and Nate exploits that like crazy. Mckay is still stuck in trying to please everyone but himself. And I felt that sort of performance from Cassie too with Nate, like, he'll be attracted to me. He sees my titties in my little dress. And she started doing this performance in how she knows her only language of communicating with men. Just use that little body and allow that little body to be used, right? Having to constantly like defend that part. He is so gross. He is so gross. Oh, really, Nicole? That's interesting. Huh. Mostly. I hate Nate too, but the fact that people like him really exist in the world is scary. The fact that they're in our government running things is probably my personal terror. This hella Nate's down to the DC. And that gets me, that grinds my gears. That grinds my gears. Okay. So, as explained by the DP, that this entire season is supposed to feel like a memory. It's supposed to feel like these snapshots, these photographs, like we're really remembering something on film. We're visiting moments rather than actually being in them. So we have this beautiful slow mode moment of all these beautiful snapshots of all the characters with this bright white light questioning. What would it take to bring each character to their euphoria, to their heaven? Right? What would it take to get each character there? And if we go back just a little bit to what we put a pin in earlier, this high versus this low, if Fez is in hell, where is Rue? Oh, she was just waiting to get to this heaven. And the thing is this, what Rue is chasing all of season 1, as Sam Levinson said, the writer and creator, she was trying to have Jules and drugs at the same damn time, which would create her heaven. If I could just have you both, because she was sort of suffocating and putting all of her love on Jules because she wasn't doing the drugs. And then as soon as Jules left, she went right back to the drugs. And now she found Elliot down to the washing machine and doing whatever she wanted all night. And then Jules said yes at the end of the night. She has reached it. She has reached maximum euphoria. But here's the thing. And it reminded me of season 1 when the sound went out. And in the middle of this absolute rager, the two are isolated in this conversation. Just like in season 1, when we saw Rue get high for the first time and everything went quiet at that party. And she started rotating around the walls and trying to walk down that hallway, right? She recreates this absolute euphoric space of nothingness, that existing without zero worry, and recreated this heaven. But the thing is, how will this heaven pan out for her? Are we in hell anyway? Is this hell anyway? What if Rue got everything that she wanted, that she said she wanted? What if she got it? And of course, you guys know we got to end with the big bang. Fez changing from black to white, the fight between the angel and the devil himself. Fez wondered how his grandma would deal with someone like Nate, but he didn't have his grandma. Got to beating that ass away. Grandma was handing it to that scammer, right? We're talking cycles. We're talking lineage. We're talking duality. We literally watch Fez change from black to white. Why black is bad? We literally watch Fez change from black to white, becoming the angel and doing something so devilish. Beat him to an inch of his life. Oh, that was too good. Let's get the bill. I got questions. Why was the baby Ashtray outside scared when he just killed a guy tonight? What are you scared about? You took a nigga's nose. You killed a guy, baby. They almost killed two. So you mad that big bro was inside getting down to the fisticuffs when you the one who got the Glock on you? What are we doing? Why is Ashtray outside scared? You should be inside fighting. You should come get Mckay. jumping on Fez's back like that. You don't want the smoke, Mckay. We know this. I got another question. Lexi, why are your panties still on? Couldn't have been, it wouldn't have been me. Somebody just bagged me and got down to the fisticuff and beat a man to an inch of his life. I'm pregnant. She was supposed to hit him with that very Tumblr girl, like, look at me. No, stop. Look at me. I'm right here. Calm down. He needs me to be here to calm him. I'm the only one who can calm him down. You're not playing your role right. Because if it were me, I would have been down by Fez, riding or dying for my man. This is what we asking you niggas to do. Go beat his ass and come home and be sweet to me. Y'all doing it backwards. Y'all did the wrong thing inside the house and doing the wrong thing outside the house. Come back to me, tell me I'm smart, pretty, and special, then go beat somebody's ass and come home. Is it hard? Is it hard? The girls have been asking for Sweet Gangsters back to 99. Down to 1999, just like that DJ's playlist at this whole party. Them kids don't know this music. What is we doing here? What are we doing? Thank you. Why was Ashtray worried? He's never worried. He was afraid for Fez. You saying your brother can't fight? Uh-oh. Oh. Maybe let me ride home with y'all. I kept thinking, why, Fez? Why do this here and now? But then he looks at Lexi as he's leaving. It's like, yeah, I'm not doing on the couch, but now this me too. Duality. It's giving angel and devil. It's giving dark and the light. It's giving white and black. It's giving it. Now, what happened? Why y'all yelling at me? I didn't even. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Why they pick him up though? Leave his little evil ass there. Exactly, but you know he got friends. I guess he got friends. My thing is, they gave us all of this in the first episode. They said we're not leaving you with hangups from last season. We're diving in. They gave us these heavy moments in episode 1. Look, they killed Mouse early. I said, because Mouse put the fear of God in me. It's only been two people who scared me like that. It was Mouse, and it was that dude from Snowfall who was at first helping Franklin find his money, but then robbed Franklin of the money he found. And just like, there's only 2 people on TV who scare me like that. And it makes me uncomfortable. So the fact that they killed Mouse that early, I'm like, who was this old lady? You know, you don't gotta be scared of the people who buck up. And I swear, you don't gotta be scared of that guy. Be afraid of the guy who's like, you all right? Happy New Year. Where you been? You good? I thought you said you were gonna kill me next time you saw. When they come to you like that, I don't want to fight. I don't want to tussle. I'm leaving. Are you okay? Are you okay? I would have been scared, but I would have let him text me. Live dissections only on patreon.com from here on out. I am dissecting the entire season of Euphoria every Monday night, 6 p.m. EST. We're going to watch it on Sunday. We're going to talk about it on Monday, only on patreon.com/JustLatasha. Access the live show for $5. And at the end, the last Monday of every month, I'm going to go live with my VIP patrons. You guys can access that tier for $15 and come on video and dissect with me. We be going in talking about the show together. It's hella fun. So I believe the next VIP show is Monday the 31st. So if you are a VIP patron, look out for that link and we'll be on video talking about the show together, which I think is really cool. Fez, baby, if Lexi don't work out, come find me down to YouTube. Okay, find me on Instagram at JustLatasha. Find me on Twitter at JustLatasha404. I'm about to tweet Angus right now. Okay, don't show me that devil side, please. Don't show me that. All Nate has is trauma bonds with his victims, and that's why they picked his ass up. Dang. Everyone had duality in this episode. No one was reliable. Everyone was shown light and dark, even Lexi. Absolutely. Leaving your sister on the side of the road. That was some dark shit, Lex. You surprised me. I'm so scared of Nate's response. Hopefully his raggedy ass is in the hospital for a while. And the fact that it's his father who emotionally is like his emotional thorn. His father is his own emotional thorn, and that's who has to heal him and bring him back. That next clip from next week when Nate is covered in blood, beat down to a pulp, and wakes up laughing. Are we watching Gotham City? What high school is this? Are y'all crazy? Y'all crazy? Kate, we're gonna have to get down and scrap down to the pool party. What's up? That's me. Thank you guys for being here. Please subscribe to the channel. Please do not leave without giving a thumbs up. And I will see you on Patreon for episodes 2 to the season 2 finale. And anyone who wants to access the show, general admission, the videos will go public the following Thursdays. Cool? Cool. Thank you guys for being here. Have so much fun. Love y'all. Leave some hearts up in the chat. Don't do drugs. It's terrible for you. Bye.